Blah 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 blah. Ooh. 3, 2, 1, clap. Hello there. Somatic versus germline mutations, very simple yet important concept. Somatic mutations occur in somatic tissues, aka neurons, skin cells, blood cells. When a mutation occurs in a single cell, that beginning cell is now the progenitor cell. Fancy schmancy. And this cell can give rise to clones, which together can form a mutant sector, like a beauty mark or a freckle. That beautiful mole on the upper side part of your lip, not a tumor. It's a beauty mark. It's a sector. It's a mutant sector. In diploid cells, you have mutations that can be dominant or recessive. Diploid cells are what you have. You're a human. You have diploid cells. And you can have these dominant or recessive mutations like any other gene or like inheritance of hair color. And recessive mutation can be masked by a wild-type allele or a normal gene, or you can have a dominant mutation which only needs one allele out of the two to be mutated in order to see the effect, aka to see the phenotype. You would need both alleles to have the recessive mutation or to be homozygous recessive to see the effect, or again to see the phenotype. Now, what about tumors? I know you're curious about tumors. In any given day, you're experiencing a lot of mutations. Just face it. And let's say you're walking on the sun and UV mutates one of your skin cells. It's not doing so hot, but it's okay. You got plenty of skin cells to back him up. He's doing fine. You're doing fine. Fun in the sun. Everybody's having a great time except that one skin cell. But if you get a mutation in a proto-oncogene within one of your cells, that's bad. Proto-oncogenes control cell division. So if you cause a disruption of this normal cell division machinery, the cell can enter a state of uncontrolled division that creates a tumor. It's similar to having the gas pedal on your car being stuck, pushed down, and your leg just doesn't do anything, and your car just goes forward and doesn't stop. You have continuous cell division, and you develop a tumor. Remember, a somatic mutation is in somatic tissue, which is neurons, skin cells, and blood cells. You can't pass it on to your progeny. We don't use these tissues to pass on our DNA. We use germline tissue. Unless you're a plant. Apparently plants can pass on somatic mutations, which you are not. You're a human. And even if you feel like a plant during quarantine, you're still a human. Germline mutations are mutations that occur in the germline tissue, aka sex cells, aka sperm cells, and egg cells. I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. It's pretty simple. Sex cells are passed on your parents' DNAs. So if those cells have a mutation, your parents have the mutation, you get the mutation. This is why I turn into Bob, the tomato from VeggieTales, when I drink alcohol. It's a mutation from a mom. I still love you, Mom. And this is why also men are more affected than women for color blindness, because the colorblind mutation is carried on the X chromosome. So yeah, that's all you need to know for somatic and germline mutations. Thanks for listening, everybody.